Please be advised, the following presentation is not intended for minors.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. So before we start up, I'd like to apologize specifically to the YouTube crowd, because I just had to disconnect the YouTube stream. Just before I started, my internet connection started freaking out for no reason, so I've had to, restart my modem a few times. And it's not perfect. It's very much not perfect. I thought I'd have a decent enough connection to be able to stream to both Twitch and YouTube like I usually do, but evidently, as the Twitch viewers have seen, nah, that ain't happening today. So, God, great! I can't wait for the rest of my day to be rendering this fucking stream just to re-upload it. Fun! God, I love that shit. 2 weeks in a row. Oh, I love this shit. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's jump straight into the shall we? Oh boy. Okay. So, will I actually be able to do something today? Also, why is my... Hold up. God damn it. Why is my VTuber model broken? Bruh. Why are you busted? Hold up, chat. Hold up. God, nothing is going my way today. Hello. Exit VTube Studio. Oh no. Oh no. What is going on? Boys gotta do the good old Control Alt Delete. Bring up the task manager. Oh no. What is going on with VTube Studio? There you go. End task. Thank you. Now, boot up VTube Studio again. This is a sign from Yoshi P himself. I swear to God, the universe does not want me back playing Final Fantasy XIV. Hey, there we go. All right, we're back. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nothing is going my way today. Oh boy. Okay, we're at least good to start, finally. So will I actually be able to do something interesting today, or am I still stuck doing fucking fetch quests? My lord. Alright, we're still doing this fucking dumb shit for wine? By the gods, Jackson. Listen, I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business. Yeah, very eager. The game is straight up telling me how I feel. But I've just discovered something extraordinary about Drest's palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain. These are the leaves of the Bacchus grapevine. Ah, how convenient. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in Raincatcher Gully, the legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. You must know where Drest found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. Right, I forgot. Oh, I did promise I'd actually get my fucking White Mage quest, too. I should probably do that. Hold up, where is, yeah, teleport. New Grandonia. Man, you're gonna love this next bit. Oh, fun. I can't wait for more fetch quests. Fuck it. We're taking a we're taking a break from that and gonna go grab a White Mage finally. Once Gridania loads in. There we go. Jesus. Hey, Biddy, long time no see. Biddy. Ah, Jaxic, your presence here is most welcome. I have another task to which your maturing skills are well suited. Attend me closely. Expansive wounds that ooze corruption have formed throughout the forest. After examining the traces of the sizable disturbance you previously cleansed, I can only conclude that this phenomenon is the work of a malign agent. It must be found swiftly, lest the corruption spread, and I would have you assist in the investigate. Guildmaster, you must let me help. Oh, it must be serious. My dogs are barking. Sylphie? Since I got back from the South Shroud, I've spent all my time studying the forces of nature. I even sat through one of Herod Nolanul's lectures. The Twelveswood is crying out in pain. My skills are a bit lacking in some areas, but I want to do what I can for the forest. Lacking? Sylphie, you have yet to master a single offensive spell. Without the means to defend yourself, it would be far too dangerous to send you off into the forest alone. So I am to stay here then? Not necessarily. Jaxic, with your consent, I would have Sylphie accompany you once more. Do not propose this arrangement solely with her safety in mind. Given the nature of the investigation, it is like that Sylphie's innate talent for hearing will prove as useful to you as your contrary will to her. There is much you might accomplish together. Sylphie, you are not to approach any sources of corruption without Jaxic at your side. Do I make myself clear? And should you chance to encounter the origin of these disturbances, do not initiate a confrontation. Too often you allow your curiosity to overwhelm your good sense. Now go, and may the elementals watch over you. Yes, Guildmaster. Something tells me we should start a quarry mill on the South Shroud. Meet me there as soon as you can, Jaxic. And hurry, the corruption is spreading. Sentai Hero, go! Do you want the Vegas spoiler disguised as good news? I don't like that you've put it that way, so I'm gonna say no. Redunda's music always brings me back to my first days, yeah. When I first played like the free trial, I think I believe I played an archer. So yeah, I started off in Gridania as well. I will say though, I was like super distracted during the entirety of that cutscene, because like the vague like background ambience, it was like a droning sound, and I could have sworn it was like my coffee machine. It's like I'm reading all that and it's like, did I turn off the coffee machine? It was driving me nuts. There was a bit where, like you probably noticed, I just stopped reading for a bit. I took off my headset and it's like, nah, all's quiet. Okay, it's in the game. Fun fact, there's currently 992 main scenario quests, including all of the expansions. Ah, alright. So I'm about 1/10 of the way through the entirety of Final Fantasy XIV then. Where am I in comparison to that? Right. Okay. Also, what the fuck am I doing? I'm sure I have the, Aetherite for that. I'm just wasting my own time. Yeah, Quarry Mill. I'm an idiot. Ah, here we go. Corrupted soil. Oh no, it's a hostile presence. Yeah, Sylphie, you just stand there and I'll do all the work. Man, healer gameplay is so fun. That was brilliant, Jaxic. But it was only the start. The forest still groans in pain. I can hear it. I think it's coming from the north. No, the northeast. Let's go and have a look. This way. Really? If we're right next to a bunch of, you know, evil dudes? They're not even giving a shit about this? Alright. What is he barking at now, for God's sake? You're doing really well, Jaxic, but I think there's another one. And, well, it calls to me even more fervently than the last. It's to the east, I think. Yes, to the east. Boy, this quest is so fun. Oh well, at least it isn't a goddamn fetch quest. Getting real sick of those. Alright, is this the last one of them? Nice work. The earth here feels healed, and yet there's another disturbance, and it's big. Really big. It's hard to describe, but it feels sort of wronger. I think it might be what's causing all of this. I know Brother Asumi said we weren't to confront it, but we can't just let it corrupt the rest of the forest. And however powerful it is, it can't be any more powerful than you. Well, you're amazing. Aw, you flatter me, kid. What I mean to say is, I'm willing to risk a scolding if you are. It's not far from here. Somewhere to the southeast, I think. Shall we at least have a look? Shall we at least have a closer look? There we go. Man, no wonder this kid thinks I'm amazing. She doesn't even know how to cast stone. You can cast stone too? Oh, you're amazing. I don't think you need to be able to hear the voices of the forest to notice that. Do you, Jaxic? What? The corruption is definitely coming from somewhere around here. That's odd. As soon as we arrived, the sense of wrongness I had suddenly felt less... well, it just felt less. Excuse me, kid, I'm just gonna wander off. It's almost as if it's holding its breath, or hiding. Can we get out of the river? My boots are filled with water. Do you see that? Just in that one spot. There. The air seems wrong. Evil! Evil is afoot! Stand back, kid. I got this. I just smack it with my fucking rod. Where are you? There you are. Oh my god, she can cast stone! I learned it from watching you, Jaxic. Nope, get out of that. Oh, this thing is spreading like crazy. Alright. Kid, get out of the AoE. Alright, yeah, get paralyzed, you fucking moron. There we go, just completely disregard the mechanics of this fight. Easy. I told you to get out of the AoE, dumbass. What are you laughing about, you fucking weirdo? You nearly died. Isn't it amazing, Jaxic? Did the breeze always feel this good? I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you having, like, a weird epiphany after learning how to throw rocks? I'm so glad I finally understand. I just wish I could tell my mother how incredible nature feels. Oh, you're injured. Here. You know, I'm a conjurer as well. I could have just done that myself. Ah, okay, yeah. She's learned how to heal without hurting herself. Good for you, kid. Good for you. Anyway. That's not the button I'm looking for. Hope you enjoy these job quests. They're gonna slowly trickle away the further you go in. Yeah. Like, I kinda gathered that. Like, eventually they will stop. Welcome back, Jaxic. Sylphie. Our mission was a success, Guildmaster. Quite. I take it the two of you conspired to defy my orders? Well, the forest was suffering. We couldn't just walk away. It's not Jaxic's fault. It's mine. It was all my idea. I take full responsibility. Calm yourself, child. You did nothing I did not foresee. I am of no mind to lecture you. Indeed, Gridania is indebted to you for your heroic deeds. The corruption born of Ackerman had taken root in the calamity-weakened soil. There is no telling how much farther it might have spread if you had not defeated the creature. And if I'm not mistaken, Sylphie, you succeeded in drawing upon the energies of nature during the battle. How did you... Yes. Yes, I did. I'm not really sure how it happened. I remember thinking how badly I wanted to help Jaxic, and then I suddenly felt the power surging through me. That is as it should be. One does not simply choose to borrow from nature's strength. The mind may command only that which the heart permits. In your desperation to help your friend, you opened your heart to nature, and nature responded to your need. But we must not forget your part in this, Jaxic. It is clear to me that your journey with Sylphie has brought you still closer to the pinnacle of our art. I believe you are ready for the last of my teachings. Thus, it is with great pleasure that I pass on another of our guild's magics. More potent form of the cure spell is now yours to command. I have no doubt that it will serve you well in your continuing endeavors. Wheresoever you go, nature will go with you, my friend. Ever shall the earth meet your footfall, and the wind guide your path. Yay, I know Cure 2. It's literally just called Cure 2. Hey, level 35, I can do my second White Mage quest. We're gonna be here for a while, chat. Jaxic, I'm glad you've come. I have a task of a most urgent and confidential nature, and I can think of none other to whom I can entrust it. You are doubtless familiar with the Seedseers, yes? Kani Sana, Elder Seedseer, leader of the Order of the Twin Adder and guardian of our fair nation, clearly needs no introduction. But now you also of your... to select your place. But know you also of her siblings. The two young Padgels, sister Raya Osena and brother Arun Senna, make for Evershade as we speak, where they will perform a ritual of great import. Verily, such import that it would be no overstatement to say that the very fate of Gridania hangs in the balance. Alright, stakes are high, I guess. As you well know, we dwell in the forest by the good graces of the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood, and most of all, the Great One who dwells within the Guardian Tree. Yet our ceaseless warring and ill treatment of the trees that shelter us have aroused the Great One's ire, and it is only by the quieting, the ritual of which I spoke, that he may be placated. Thus did the two Seedseers set out for Evershade, with nary a guide to accompany them. Therein lies the rub and the nature of the favor I ask of you. By no means would I question the powers of the Seedseers, but with the Great One's anger mounting, the Twelveswood becomes a threatening domain for even the most prescient of conjurers. I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that wrong. That is yet another word I have not read. Pray hasten to Evershade and see that no harm befalls the two. Alright, got it. Where the hell's that? All the way over there. Do I have this? I sure do. Okay, so I'm assuming it's up around here where that big fucking tree was. Oh no, it's actually down here. Ah, shit. Okay. Don't worry, I'm good. I'm good. I am a healer after all. I can survive these things. Ah, yeah, now I see him. Curses! How could we hope to make it to the Guardian Tree with these ghastly creatures bursting forth like rampant weeds? If I'd known that we... fucking dyslexia. If I'd known what we were in for, I'd have brought along a wood whaler or two. In fact, I dare say we should return and do exactly that. But do not be such a coward, sister. Be a seed seers. These overgrown vermin are no match for us. Bold words, brother. But were they true words, we would have dispatched our enemies and arrived safely at our destination bells ago. A conjurer, are you? Brother Asumi, ever the warrior. For once, however, his solicitude is most welcome. Might you help us dispose of these fell creatures? Have you no pride, sister? A seed seer does not beg the aid of some common adventurer. Wow, I'm not going to like the brother, aren't I? Enough, brother. We have a duty to perform. A duty that takes precedence over your silly notions of pride. Now enough talk. Let us see to these pests. Yay, healer combat. Put on a dot, spam stone. Are you guys seriously just going to fucking die here? Do I have to heal you myself? Bro, step out of the AoE, you dumb shit. Oh my god, please. Oh, silence fucking sucks. Get out of the fucking AoE, you dumb shit. This is getting really annoying. I'm very clearly, like, not in, like, any of their attacks, but I'm still taking damage. Oh, I see why. My internet is dying. Yep, here it is. Sick. Oh, there we go. Alright, we're back. Are we back? Well, at least the game's back. The stream is still dead. Hey, is the stream back? Fucking hell. I casually did the duty all by myself. And by all by myself, I mean the NPCs did it for me. Because it froze on my end too. Yeah, just casually, like, lost all connection. Cool. I have no idea what is going on with my internet today. Crystal, do my eyes deceive me? Or does this fucking fat-tongued it. Crystal, do my eyes deceive me? Or does this adventurer inherit the legacy of A Toa Kant? A what? A Toa Kant what? It was none other than Atoa himself who last performed the quieting. No, I do not believe this adventurer's arrival is mere coincidence. Bearer of the Soul Crystal, inheritor of arcane knowledge, long since forbidden to those not of our kind. I know not why it is you he chose, but I believe our great forefather has led you to us today. Ancient tradition dictates that the quieting be performed by 3 Pagils. Ah, but I misspeak. The ritual is to be performed by 3 white mages. If Master Otoa truly has chosen this adventure as his successor... You speak madness, sister! Surely you have not forgotten that Pajali tradition strictly forbids sharing the teachings with those not of our kind. The power of white magic is far too great to risk it falling into the wrong hands. Kid, you're being a piece of shit. And so you would uphold tradition merely for tradition's sake, even at the risk of incurring the Great One's wrath and bringing disaster upon our forest home? Have you so little faith in our own abilities, sister? We are seed seers, more than capable of slaying any beast in our way and carrying out the ritual on our own. Yeah, very clearly, as I just learnt with my internet troubles. This petty bickering is getting us nowhere. Adventurer, I'm sorry to trouble you with our silly sibling squabbles. If you've the time, I would speak with you further, but not here. Come to Camp Tranquil and come quietly. Time is of the essence. Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to, fuck off and reset my, modem. So, it's going to be a while. Alright, chat, give me a bit. Like I said, I'm gonna have to dip and reset my, my modem. Because, shit's kind of fucked at the moment. I return. Again, apologies for that. The internet has been a piece of shit today. Oh, God. I had to reset the modem 3 times just to get it to a point where it's actually, okay to stream. We've been having internet troubles, all week last week, but that made sense, because it was raining all week, and, famously, my bloody connection just cannot stand, any hint of, moisture whatsoever. But it's been sunny for the past 3 days. I have no idea what the hell is going on. I am so glad that I have been, recording this stream locally. Because if I didn't, I would have lost everything. What am I doing? I need to go to Camp Tranquil. I'm going in the wrong area. I just wasted a whole bunch of gil. I'm an idiot. Alright, so where the hell are they? Oh, they're right there. Okay. Thank you for coming, adventurer. Forgive my brother's rudeness. He cannot help that he was born with a head of solid stone. Yeah, clearly. Anyways, I do not believe we've been properly introduced. I am Raya Osena, a Pagil, as you can see, and sister of the eldest Seedseer. You are Jaxic, yes? Brother Usumi has spoken of you, and most highly at that. As you no doubt have heard, my brother Aaron and I were en route to the Guardian Tree. There, the Great One by whose graces we dwell here resides. The gentlest of guardians when at peace, a destructive force that knows no bounds when angered. As the Great One goes, so goes our fate. The creatures you helped us dispatch, doubtless they too were roused to hostility by the Great One in his anger. You need only look around you to see. The forest grows more and more threatening with each passing hour. So it was that we travelled here to quell the Great One's fury, to perform the quieting. In days of old, the ritual was, without fail, performed by 3 white mages. With our elder sister occupied with her many duties, my brother and I thought to attempt it on our own. Aaron was quite confident, but I had my doubts. It was then that you arrived, and shortly thereafter became one of the chosen few to be gifted with a white mage's soul crystal. 'Tis no small honor. That gem marks you as inheritor of the magic of our ancestors. My brother's pride may blind him, but the signs are clear as day to me. You are not Pajali, but Ator Kant meant for you to be here today, to perform the ritual with us. Ator Kant is known to all as one of the greatest mages in our history, but even more so, he was known for being something of an eccentric. In defiance of tradition, he bid farewell to his forest home, wandering the realm and healing the wounds of the land and its people wherever he went. A most admirable course, yes, but alas, Ator was never to return. He perished in a far-off land, and having taken no apprentices, his legendary powers were lost to us for eternity. Or so I believed, until I met you. And yet, for all his stubbornness, there is some truth to my brother's words. Ancient laws forbid us from sharing the teachings of white magic outside of our own kind. God, you have been talking so much, I can see this, like the sun changing. There are reasons for this, which I would share with you when the time is right. There are many who would not approve of this arrangement. Still, I am convinced that it is Ator's will that we bring you into the fold, and so I welcome you, Jaxic of the White. Don't let me in with those people. I can feel the Great One's fury welling up even now. Time is short, and yet, while you may have been chosen by Ator, I fear your journey as a white mage has just begun. Return to me when you have further honed your skills, and we shall proceed with your training. Yay, alright, there we go. White mage has been unlocked. I got a rock. What is presence of mind? Alright, let's see. Character. Soul of the White Mage. Okay, so we go actions. Presence of mind. Once again, I have crap in front of my goddamn screen blocking that. I really need to get my shit in order. Reduces spell cast time and recast time and auto attack delay by 20%. Ah, okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Character. No, not character. What am I doing? Fucking hell. Actions and traits. Presence of mind. Set to hotbar. Gonna stick it there. Only you can prevent forest ire. Shut the fuck up. That's the name of this fucking quest. Ah, Jaxic! Looking ever more the white mage I see. It's been not even 5 minutes. And yet I fear you are as ready to perform the quieting as a chocobo chick is to carry a wood whaler clad in full plate. But take heart, for we all must begin somewhere. Today, I would teach you the art of communing with the elementals. I already knew how to do this. This is, by any measure, the very foundation of our art, the means by which we preserve harmony between the forest and our people. Not far from Sorrel Haven you shall find a tree, a mere sapling in the shadow of the Guardian Tree, but one that has likewise been consumed by anger and fear. I would ask you to placate this tree. The process is quite simple. Stand before the tree and raise your hands, commune with the elementals that reside within, and attune yourself to them, until your feelings are in absolute harmony. Be forewarned, however, an angry elemental can be as stubborn as my dear brother. Do not be surprised if you find your honest plea rebuffed and foul creatures sent to drive you from the forest. No matter what happens, you must remain calm. Dispatch the creatures, settle your heart, and speak to the tree once more. If your heart is true, your voice will reach the elemental ere long. Remember this, Jackson. Under no circumstances must you allow your anger and fear to overcome you. As practitioners of white magic, the magic of succor and solace, such emotions are anathema to our very existence. Alright. So that is where? Where is Sorrelhaven? All the way back here. Fuck me. God, that bitch speaks so much. It is like drying the shit out of my throat. Alright, so is it up here? Or is it down where it was before? It looks more like it's up here. Fucking get up the steps, idiot. Yeah, here we go. Now I see it. Do you mind? I'm in the middle of something. Are you seriously gonna chase me the whole way? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Leave me alone. Anyway, Stone 2. I love healer combat so much. Oh well, on the upside, not a fucking thaumaturge. Sadly need to head to bed, but I hope you have a good rest of the stream. You'll be able to breeze through these quests. Oh, I most definitely will. Have yourself a good night. There we go. Now I report back. Is that seriously all that was? Just fucking fight 3 things and hey, congrats, you get a new ability. Also, I'm just noticing the the font that they use for like telling you where you are during these loading screens looks so much like the same font that they use for South Park and the Stick of Truth. Now that's going to bug me every time I play this game now. A short while ago, I sensed a great anger abate. The forest is quieter, more welcoming now. It would seem you have passed your first test, Jackson. The trees are the elementals are the trees. The lush verdure of the wood is inseparable from the spirits that dwell within it. But you do not need to hear this from me. Doubtless you felt it for yourself when you healed the tree. Above all else, the elementals prize harmony. When they sense a threat to harmony, they summon forth all the powers at their disposal to expulse it. For so long have we lived in peace with the elementals. Why now do they turn against us? I can offer no answers, only theories. But one thing is certain. We must quell the Great One's fury, and do it soon, lest Gridania bear the full brunt of the forest's wrath. To soothe the forest wounds and restore harmony, that is our duty as mages of the White, and it is a responsibility that transcends race or nation. I sense your success in soothing the ailing tree, and I am more certain of this than ever. Sadly, many cannot see past established practice and tradition, my dear brother among them. One would hope for a bit more open-mindedness given his youth, but alas, his pride as a Padgel will not permit it. For my part, I am not entirely unsympathetic to his concerns, and yet the task before us is too great. We must bring him around to see reason. But how? Forgive me, Jackson. I would be alone with my thoughts for a while. Worry not. I will find a way to deal with Aaron. Alright, so what's this new ability that I get? Regen. Oh, handy. Well, I'm going to put regen here. And with that, we're done with White Mage. So, where are we at with our shit anyway? So, White Mage was 34 when we started. Do we have any more that are 34? Gladiator. Alright. Which means I need to go back to... No, Gridania's the other place. Where am I? What am I thinking of? Brain. Where is it? Uldar, that's what I'm thinking of. Gladiators Guild. There we go. Man, going back and doing all these, like, job quests is so weird because I do not remember anything that is going on with the plot. Damn it, Aldous, 7th Hell. This is madness. It's Aldous. He's been arrested by the Brass Blades. They claim he was plotting to assassinate the Sultana. This is utter nonsense. He has no motive to do so, and whatever I've said about the man, he would never resort to using poison. The Alacran must be behind this. They have failed to kill him time and time again, and now they're reaching out to the, Monet Earth? I have no idea what the fuck that is. I don't want to believe women, and when he said that, when he said they have such influence, but wait, that's it. If anyone can help us unravel this plot, it's Women. He has a reputation for knowing things he shouldn't, after all. Find Women, see if he can tell us. Oh, Celestia Place. Find Women, see what he can tell us. Aldous is many things, but he's not a murderer. Okay. Where the fuck is Women? Okay, here we go. This is the closest. Could you tell that my internet just dipped there for a bit? Ooh boy. Again, I am so glad I am recording this locally. I was wondering when you might come along, Jaxic. Frankly, I'm surprised Aldous went so quietly. You ought to know there's no walking away from this. What happened between Aldous and Leavold 7 years ago? I totally remember who Leavold is. You really don't know, do you? Guess I start at the beginning then. Aldous is something of an enigma. He and Leavold were two of the greatest gladiators ever to grace the Blood Sands. But he threw all that hard-fought glory away for a few gil more. See, the average Uldan loves a good Colosseum fight. And what better way to make a gladiatorial spectacle more entertaining than wagering on the outcome? Oh, did he throw a fight? So when I got out that Aldous was orchestrating a match-fixing scheme of untold proportions, well, you can imagine the shock and anger the people felt. Yeah, called it. He was expelled from the Colosseum and his wins were stricken from the record. Your guildmaster Myla got the worst of it though. Not only was her friend exposed as a fraud, but around the same time her father fell ill and passed away. There were some oddities surrounding his death too. It was rumored he took his own life out of shame for his disgraced pupil, or that he might have even been murdered by the man. Baseless conjecture, really, but it made Aldous look that much worse. Oh, okay. In the end, Milo took two of the most important men in her life and was forced to take charge of the... God, dyslexia, please. Fuck. Okay. In the end, Milo lost two of the most important men in her life and was forced to take charge of the guild alone. And Leovold? He tried to go it solo on the Bloodsands, but it wasn't the same. Without Aldous, his career was finished. Now you know the nature of the man you so desperately want to save. Though, judging from that look in your eyes, I gather you still have your reservations? Fine then. Though you can't blame me for doubting a man found in possession of Rolgar's bile. 'Tis a vile poison, rare and expensive too. Only the Corpse Brigade knows how it's made, I hear. Gods only know why they give it to Aldous. Could go to the headquarters at the Sepulchre in southern Thanalan and ask him direct, I reckon. I have an aversion to direct confrontation, personally. But you don't, do you? By the by, should you save the poor bastard's life, tell him we're even, and that I hope it was all worth it. Okie dokie, search for proof of Aldous's innocence in the Sepulchre of southern Thanalan. Alright, near Little El Amigo. No, go this way. It's in there. I gotta go around. Fuck's sake. Alright, fine. Oh, hello, sir. Oh, there's a whole bunch of people here. I just go around, not aggro any of them. Son of a bitch. Of course. Of course there's some I gotta fight for the quest. Oh, and that archer is like right there. Hey, you wanna get closer? You wanna get further away from those guys so I can like fight you normally? Hey, there we go. Thank you, sir. Fucking dumbass. The other one is around here. Let's go behind this little house. You don't see me, you don't see me, you don't see me. You didn't see me! You know, I could probably run. I don't want to. I am not a coward. I'd like to think that all those days playing Rogue and a little bit of Ninja has helped me, like, be able to stealth in full plate. Well, be able to stealth in full plate in a fucking Sentai outfit. Hey, what am I doing? I could just fucking teleport back. I doing? Where have you been, Jaxic? Aldous has been... God. Where have you been, Jaxic? Aldous has been given over to the custody of the Sacrarium? I'm gonna say Sacrarium. They mean to execute him. We must do something. Well, I have evidence of another thing that happened. This poison, is it... You've proof that the Alacran purchased it from the Corpse Brigade. Brigade? Yeah, it is Brigade. I said Brigand. I'm an idiot. Thank the gods, you've done it. Yay! Quickly, we must go show this to the official proceeding over his execution at Highbridge. Go now. Okay, run. Any fucking day now, game. Holy shit. Excuse me, sirs. I have an execution I have to stop. Where is it? Oh, down. Oh, right there. Stop! That man is innocent! Sacrarium has sentenced you to death for your crimes against the Sultanate. Have you any last... Huh? Who are you? What do you want? Yeah, I have evidence that he didn't do it. These are bold accusations you make, adventurer. However, the Sacrarium has found the prisoner guilty in the eyes of gods and men. He will be executed forthwith. Don't waste your breath, Jaxic. Thal's scales have always yielded to wealth above all else, and Levold spent a fortune to secure my sentence. Silence, criminal! And you, what are you waiting for? Do it! Oh, I was about to say a knife. That is not a knife. That is a sword. Just couldn't stay away, could you? Well, at least I don't have to. I have to steal the headsman's axe. Are you gonna? Okay, that was way too easy. He was binded with like the most simple piece of shit rope ever. If the gods who have dyslexia, for fuck's sake, why am I having so much trouble today? If the gods are to have blood this day, I'm afraid it won't be mine. Since you two are so devout, perhaps you'd be willing to offer yourselves in exchange. Mercy! Run away! God, that is such a fucking over-designed sword. Men in purple cloaks, they must be evil. Interfering with the law is a heinous crime. In fact, I believe it is punishable by death. I had a feeling the spectacle would draw you here. Should have dealt with you myself from the start. Come, let's dance, brother. So it is to be a rematch. Very well, I accept. Mile and the others need you, Jackson. Leave him to me. Alright, sure, dude. Alright, kill some dudes. Oh, you guys are fucking nothing. Granted, I'm level 34, and these guys are level 26. Yeah, I could see you. The game wouldn't let me fucking target you. Wow, you fully healed him, and I still one-shot him. Get out of here. Oh, what the fuck? Where'd you come from? Where did both of them come from? The fuck? Oh, no wonder I couldn't see them. They're fucking, potatoes. Lalafell, that's what they're called. Don't worry, I shall tank them all. Spin to win! Where the fuck do you think you're going? Hey, over here. Don't run away from me while I'm stabbing you in the bum. Wow, that was really fucking easy. Yeah, we did it. Aldous! Aldous! Gah! Get parried, idiot. You almost had me, Lavalde. Stay back. I won't have your pity. You just had to have it all, didn't you? Just one victory. Just one bloody match. Your precious ego couldn't accept that. You ruined everything. Cough, cough. Tell me, Aldous, how does it feel to lose your name, your legacy, everything you ever loved? I want to know how much you suffered. Let it go, Lavalde. It's over. It's gonna dramatically back up and fall off the thing. Yeah. Like hell's it is. I swear you'll never know peace. Not in this life or the next. Kaiba, don't! You know damn well neither of us will see Thal's realm. Let's go. Our comrades are waiting. Man, I legit feel bad that I stopped this this storyline where I did. like a year and a half ago, almost. That was like legitimately dramatic. Like, it feels like I watched 5 seasons of a TV show and watched almost all of the 6th season and just leaving the final episode of that season, like, for a year later. Glad you were there, Jaxic. Without you, I doubt we could have defeated the Alacran. Well, I did it all by myself, it feels like. Have you ever considered the Colosseum? You'd make a wonderful attraction. Of course, you'd need a title that befits your prowess. Now that it's all over, you'll be staying, won't you? No. Levold may be dead, but the Alacran are far from finished. I'd rather not linger and give them a chance to regroup and seek revenge. It is a true tragedy that I cannot enjoy the company of Uldar's lovely ladies any longer, but I have faith that equally radiant beauties await me in the distant lands. Aldous, not another word, my dear. It's bad enough that the First Sword has permitted a disgraced gladiator to fraternize with her subordinates. Can you imagine the scandal if she became personally involved with the man? Nevertheless, I understand how you feel, Myla. I've known to have this effect on the fairer sex. Should have let the headsman have his way with you. Ooh, okay. I know what she means, but it's worded weirdly. That way you might learn something of humility. But how am I supposed to remember the lesson without a head? Your father would be proud of you, Myla. Don't ever change. Ah, yes. There's one more thing I wanted to say to you before I go, Jaxic. 7 years ago, before my last match on the Blood Sands, I was given an offer. A Sultan's ransom in exchange for a loss. Levold begged and pleaded, but I just couldn't do it. Call it honor or pride or whatever you like. I made my choice, and in spite all that came from it, to this day I have no regrets. It's a simple thing to know what's right. Listen to the heart of yours, and it will never lead you astray. Trust in your comrades. Have faith in your skills, and you will triumph over any adversary. And with that, I bid you farewell. Alright, see you, dude. Better not have to wait 7 years to see that bastard again. There's still so much I want to... What in the 7 hells are you looking at? This is a training hall. Why aren't you all training right now? You think all it takes to stand on the Blood Sands is a sword and a stupid grin? No, it takes years of hard work, an ocean of blood and sweat, and an unbreakable will. Every man and woman here has the potential to become a champion, but it is you, and you alone, who decides your destiny. So answer me now, gladiators. Will you follow in the footsteps of your brothers and sisters and inscribe your names in legend? Aye! Yay! Do I get anything better? No, alright, I'll take that. Hey, level 35. Time to become a paladin. I believe the quest is over here. It sure is. Oh, there you are, Jaxic. Perfect timing. I've just heard a juicy bit of gossip that I know you're going to be interested in. Apparently, and remember you heard this from me, the Sultan Sworn Elite are sharing the secret skills and training of paladins. Incredible, I know. The Sultan Swarm have an exclusive monopoly on the instruction of paladin skills. Once upon a time, if you weren't one of those officer track elites, then you had no chance to learn the arts. The competition to get to the top was very fierce indeed, let me tell you. But anyone who joined had to swear an oath of fealty to the Uldan Sultanate, which meant no more adventuring, no more daring do, and no more colosseums. Just languishing about in the palace all day, polishing plate mail. That's why this news is so big. Now anyone with a bit of commitment can learn the skills of a paladin. No more memorizing the 55 commandments of the Sworn or any other nonsense either. This is a platinum opportunity that comes but once in a lucky adventurer's lifetime. Let this slip through your fingers and a regret will be your just desserts. You need to go to the Royal Promenade in the hustling strip. Find the captain of the Sultan Sworn Elite, Genlins is his name, and tell him how you're just dying to become a paladin. Okie dokie! Do I have a thing available for that? Yeah, right next to it. Hello, sir. You must be Genlins? I would like to be a paladin. Yes, I am Genlins, member of the Sultan Sworn Elite and servant to the Ul'Dan Sultanate. Unless my instincts deceive me, you have come to inquire about the training as a paladin. If so, I would have your name, good sir. My name is Jaxic. Jaxic? A fine name. I bid you welcome, and salute your noble resolve. But if you aspire to paladinhood, you should understand what it means. A paladin swears allegiance to the Sultanate. A paladin shall be the sword and shield of the Sultanate. A paladin defends the people of the realm. Sellswords and gladiators and others of their ilk wield their blades for themselves, but a paladin serves the greater good. Do you understand me? The battle arts that the paladin learns have been held secret, nurtured, and perfected within the ranks of the Sultan Sworn Elite, for nigh on these 600 years. Of all those sworn to protect the Sultanate, the soldiers, the mounted guards, and the knights, we are elite of the elite. Our conviction unwavering, our hearts true, our sword skills without peer. But the glory of the Sultan Sworn, well, much of it is buried in the past now. Our brotherhood grows smaller by the year. We're a shadow of what we once were, and the Sultana turns to sellswords to defend her palace. All this because of one traitor. No, because of a blot of dishonor left by one who shall not be named. And because of him, we have been forced to seek the help of able-bodied adventurers. And here you are. We shall instruct you in the paladin military arts. You will not be inducted into the Sultan Sworn, but serve as a free paladin. However, first you will show us that both your sword and heart have metal, and you are worthy of the honor. In the ruins to the south of Little Alamigo, you will find an iron, brazier. Okay, every time I read that, my brain wants to say brazier, and I know that's fucking wrong, because that's a bra. Light it, and the undead nearby will be drawn to the flame. Slay these monsters and give their hearts to the fire. Return and present to me their ashes as proof of your deed. Now, would-be paladin, show me the metal in your heart and steel in your blade. Okay, kill skeletons. Yeah, that sounds like a very paladin thing. That's the kind of paladin stuff I'm used to as a Warcraft player. Lighting up my bra. Oh no! Skeletones! Die a second time, undead thing. Oh, of course there's another one. Eat shit, now may ye rest. Ooh, cutscene. Hi. If you're in this place searching for the undead, then you must be a petitioner seeking the secrets of the paladin arts. But make no mistake, simply learning paladin swordplay does not make you a paladin, nor does the armor you wear, or the status you claim. Would this happen to be the traitor that the other dude was talking about? I'm just another aging-free paladin, but you would do well to heed my counsel. Strike off the shackles that bind your spirit, lift the visor that blinds, and find the true path of the paladin. Here, you'll be returning to the captain, yes? Give him this crystal. The way you use that sword reminds me of a man I used to know. Mine eyes may be old, but they can see the truth well enough. Be a paladin strong and true. Devote yourself to the way and become a beacon of light. Alright, later, dude. Yeah, the armor suited him well. He actually looked really good in that. Any fucking day now game, Jesus. Hey, I have the ashes for you, my dude. Yes, that's what I needed. Proof that you have defeated the undead. You have shown that your heart is true and your sword has metal. I have no doubt that you will prove to be an attentive pupil. That is well, for there is much to learn. First and foremost is this. You're a paladin now. A custodian of traditions, ancient and noble. A free paladin has no master. Instead, he travels all lands and in every place takes up the cause of the unarmed and defenseless. You swear fealty not to a lord but to yourself, your nobility amongst adventurers. You have taken your first steps on a new path, and you have earned the right to bear this, the soul of the paladin. Upon its surface are carved the deeds of paladins of eras past. He who bears it commands the respect of all knights of honor. Bahamut's Fang, you already possess a crystal. Is that what he fucking gave me? Okay. And you say it was given to you by an unknown free paladin? Who told you to hand it to me? Yeah, I sure did. There you go. Curse him. He's made a mockery of the trial. The crystal you bear is indeed the soul of a paladin, but it is disgraced, impure. It was stolen from the Sultan Swan. The man who gave you this soul is the very traitor whom I've been seeking these many moons. Surprise! He's an oathbreaker who bent the knee to the Uldan Sultanate and who swore allegiance to the Sultan Swan, but then single-handedly sullied our name and trampled it underfoot until it was lost, perhaps forever. How dare he give counsel on honor on the Paladin way? His soul is polluted, and I must dispose of it. When you come to wield your sword as a paladin, the only soul you may wear is that which is bestowed by a captain of the Sultan Swan. That traitor is no Sultan Swan, still less a captain. By giving you a soul, he has insulted not only the Brotherhood, but you too. Oh, all this talking is giving me fucking heartburn. Ugh. Perhaps an adventurer like yourself finds our rules nothing more than a nuisance. But through reigns long and short, our forebearers in the Sultan Swan have preserved its rituals and traditions, and we are duty-bound to uphold them. Even if men and women within our own ranks scorn them as relics. It has been my fate to be named captain of the Sultan Swan in these troubled times. Though I did not ask for this honor, I have bent my knee to the Sultana and sworn fealty, and I will fight to restore our honor and name. You wield a skilled blade, and more importantly, you have met the traitor face to face. Your great task as a paladin will be to help me bring him to justice. You must ready yourself, marshal your resources, and hone your skills until the time comes when you are able to discharge your duty. The journey will be long, but you are a paladin now, and honor binds you as surely as an oath. Jesus Christ, he talks so much. Oh, my throat is so fucking sore. Yay, paladin unlocked. Question for people who play 14 a lot. Do paladins have a bad reputation in this like they do in Warcraft? Like paladin players, I mean? Alright, transfer. There we go. Alright, what was the skill that I just got? Spirits Within delivers an attack with a potency of... Okay, so it's a off cooldown attack. That's the case, I'll put that there. There we go. Because, yeah, when I mean paladins in, you know, Warcraft have a bad reputation, let me show you why. Where is it? Where's the video? Alright, here we go. Where's my button? Of course, it only fucking works for specific things. Where is it? Where are you? There we go. Oh, fucking, I pressed the wrong button. So paladins in Warcraft get a bad reputation because all paladin players think like this.
We're gonna open a jar. Easy. Now you try. First, get a jar. Patrick, that's...
The Ashbringer.
Yes.
God, what is going on with the quality here? Oh, right, yeah, my internet's still being shit. Love this fucking video so much, though. Of course, it's the fucking judgment set. It's always the judgment set. This is what every paladin player in Warcraft, like, feels like. They always have, like, the same attitude as if they are a real ass fucking Warcraft paladin. that day onwards, he was known as Patrick the Pure and spent the rest of his life purifying the land.
You need a jar.
No, it's so fucking dumb. But yeah, Warcraft Paladin players tend to think way too highly of themselves. They might as well be RPs, even if they're not in an RP server. And yeah, lo and behold, they tend to be some of the worst players in the game. They're there for the fantasy more than anything. You've earned the right to call yourself a paladin, but how do others treat you? Do they recognize you for what you are? What a piece of shit. Maybe in Warcraft, as we just discussed. Remember that fancy swordplay and well-polished armor do not make you a paladin. You must be just in your heart and strive always to be an exemplar of true virtue. Once not so long ago, the Sultan Sworn could walk the streets with their heads held high. When they marched by, the small folk would look upon them with fucking dyslexia, holy shit. Once not so long ago, the Sultan Sworn could walk the streets with their heads held high. When they marched by, the small folk would look upon them with reverence and gratitude, and no one was more respected than the captain, my predecessor. When I first saw him, I was still a child. My father had promised to take me to a local festival, but somewhere he took a wrong turn. We became lost and stumbled into a secluded back alley. Luck was not with us, because the next moment we found ourselves in the middle of a riot. Drunken hunters were firing arrows into the crowd. We were caught between them. There was no way out. It was only a matter of time before we would be struck. That's when the captain saved us from our plight. I'd never seen a sword move so swiftly. It flashed faster than my eyes could follow, and in seconds the hunters were on the ground or fleeing for their lives. The captain was gone down the street, slicing at their heels before my father had time to thank him. Even today I could see the captain as he was then. Blood on his sword, armor impossibly bright in the sun. After that, all I wanted was to be a paladin. I would practice endlessly with my sword, dreaming of bandits defeated and monsters slain. Even after I became one of the Sultan Sworn, the memory of the captain still inspired me. I was always the first to arrive in the training yard and the last to leave. Okay, yeah, so these guys sound very much like Warcraft paladins. And so the years passed, and before I knew it, I found myself named captain of the Sultan Sworn. Yet the triumph was hollow, because by then, the honor of the Sultan Sworn elite, that very thing that had drawn me to the Brotherhood, was a mere vestige, like the discarded banner of a defeated foe. There were many reasons for the fall, but the loss of Oathkeeper, yes, that was the mortal blow. What, the Keyblade? Why doesn't Final Fantasy have a Kingdom Hearts crossover and like a Keyblade Master as a job? That would be pretty sick. That would be pretty fucking sick, let me tell you. The sword Oathkeeper was bestowed upon the first captain of the Sultan Sworn by the then Sultan of Uldar. In time, it became our standard, the symbol of the oaths we had sworn, and it was treasured by each new captain for generations. Possession was proof of Sultan Sworn command. But then the unthinkable came to pass. Oathkeeper was stolen by the traitor. It shook our brotherhood to the core. How can we be trusted to protect the Sultan if we can't even hold on to our symbol of our fealty? We have been tarnished in the eyes of the ruler and ruled alike. If the Sultan Sworn are to survive, we must find the traitor and recover Oathkeeper. But the Sultan Sworn have grown too weak, and we cannot do it ourselves. We've been forced to recruit outsiders to help us in our cause. I have high hopes for you, my friend. It is a great thing that we ask, and you must learn more of our secrets if you are to succeed. In Outer Lenoskia, near the Hermit's Hovel, is a grove where ringtails congregate. Pitting yourself against a host of the beasts would be a fine way to hone the skills I will teach you. Really? Really? Really now? I call that bullshit. In the grove, you will find another... brazier. Brazier. I gotta remember, brazier, not brazier. Brazier. This time filled with potent incense that will drive the creatures into a frenzy. Defeat your attackers and return to me. Okay. I really just want to say brazier every time. Oh, God damn it, of course I don't have that. I have this one, though. God, my connection is tanking hard. I am looking at my fucking bitrate, my kilobytes per second. Ooh, it's down 1,000. Oh, I am so glad I'm recording this locally. I am very sorry to anyone who was watching this live. It is actively the worst way to watch this stream. How the fuck do I get out of here? I believe it was this way I needed to go. Oh, leave me alone. Don't like that the game is forcing me to go into areas with level 40 creatures. This place looks like a fucking shithole. So the kobolds in this game are weird little fucking monkey people. Okay. Granted, I come from Warcraft. Kobolds in our game are like rats that wear candles for hats. No candle. Am I even in the right area? I don't think I am. Oh no, I actually am. Like, I'm going in the right direction. It just really doesn't feel like it. Oh, it's because I wasn't supposed to go down here, that's why. Supposed to go up this way. Remember, it is a brazier, not a brazier, a brazier. Can't believe this motherfucker is like, oh yeah, to be a true paladin, you need to learn these techniques. Fight these fucking monkeys. Alright, we're good. Let's go back. Literally, all it was just kill a bunch of fucking monkeys. Good old classic MMO quests, huh? Well done. You've taken the skills I taught you and made them your own. What the fuck do you mean? I still do not have word of where the traitor is hiding, but I will inform you the moment I do. Until then, continue your training. Wow, that's it? Honestly, that's a breath of fresh air in comparison to all the, like, fucking walls of dialogue I've had to read today's stream. Ooh, my thing turned into a bar. Great, now I have to move it because my hotbar is in the way. Now, move the... there. The Earth Gauge. The Earth Gauge displays the current strength of a Paladin's Oath, which increases as auto attacks are performed. The strong Oath is required to execute several select actions such as Sheltron, Cover, and Intervention. And will grow weaker upon using them. Using certain actions will increase the Oath Gauge. Okay, build spend. And Sheltron reduces damage taken. Ah, okay. Kind of expected a bit more from that, but whatever. That's not the button I wanted. That's what I wanted. Alright, so I am going to end this here because my internet wants to fucking die. It is trying so hard to live. There we go. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me for more Final Fantasy XIV. I apologize for how shit my internet has been. I really shouldn't have just continued streaming. I should have just ended it when, like, my shit cut out. I really should have. Oh, boy. What the fuck is going... Oh, my God. My bitrate is, like, doing really weird shit. Because, like, it just jumped up to, like, 33,000, and now it's 0. Cool. So, like, on average, my bitrate is... Well, not bitrate, like, kilobytes per second. Just like the upload speed. Usually sits around, like, 12,000 to 14,000. I've never had it jump up to, like, 30,000. That means, like, I am uploading 30 megabytes per second directly to Twitch. But, like, it is jumping around like fucking crazy. I have no idea what is going on. I really shouldn't have fucking streamed today. But yeah, luckily I am recording this locally, so the best way to actually see this will be the VOD upload, because I'll be using that instead of, you know, what has been sent to Twitch. So, go to Jack6 VODs on YouTube if you actually want to see the, like, what I saw in the VOD. Or, you know, just the highlights channel to see, like, the best version of that just cut down. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Tomorrow is Thursday. Assuming the internet shit actually fixes up, we'll be streaming more Clone Hero tomorrow. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow for Clone Hero. Ciao.